Welcome back, everyone. Moving in a serious direction, let's take a look at a story that our colleague Miranda Kahn did on how women are coping with menopause.
When it comes to sexual problems, most of us probably think that they are more common in men than women. However, a recent survey by Harris Interactive and Duramed Pharmaceuticals showed that women actually reported experiencing more symptoms affecting their ability to have sex than men. Now, here this morning to give us some information to help many women coping with menopause is Dr. Tara Allman from the Center for Menopause, Hormonal Disorders, and Women's Health at Columbia Presbyterian. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Well, we'll also get some insights from relationship experts Bob and Susan Berkowitz during this morning's discussion. But first, Dr. Allman, I think most of us are familiar with some of the more common symptoms associated with menopause, such as hot flashes. But I understand that there are also some other common symptoms, probably less talked about, that are dealing with sexual symptoms dealing with menopause. Can you elaborate a little bit more?
I sure can. This is such an important topic for women. As we grow older and our estrogen diminishes, most of us will experience vaginal dryness, and that is so critical. And when we have that, many of us will have painful sex, and it's not a topic that women seem to be comfortable talking about.
And that's interesting to know. And this is what a relationship expert had to say.
People that don't speak of their sexual issues, and especially as a woman, I can speak of women here, could very well be embarrassed about those problems. There's also a certain bit of denial. Don't want to really admit even to yourself that you're getting older and you have these problems at all.
Yeah, part of the problem is that we don't even have the language to talk about sexual problems. We can talk about almost everything else but. And so when these issues come up, we don't know what to say or how to say it, even to somebody we love and trust.
And as we mentioned, these instances are not uncommon. So, doctor, what should a woman understand as she goes through menopause, especially as it relates to her sexuality, both emotionally and physically?
Well, first of all, she should understand that these symptoms are normal and that there are many things she can do about it. There's help on the way. So she really does have to address vaginal health, and she can do that with her healthcare provider because there are many estrogen therapy choices for her.
Of those symptomatic women who are seeking over-the-counter preparations, the majority are not finding them helpful. This concerns me, and I would encourage all women to contact their healthcare provider to discuss their transition through menopause and how they can find the appropriate medications and treatments to help them with their sexual relationships.
And Dr. Allman, I understand that there is a helpful online tool for women to use, right?
Absolutely. CopeWithMenopause.com has a menopause impact tool that women can download. They can complete that form, they could bring it to their healthcare provider, and that will really help facilitate this discussion.
So, doctor, how critical is the communication process as women cope?
The communication process is so critical. So women really need to feel comfortable talking with their healthcare provider about this very important topic.
Good advice. Well, since this can be a touchy subject, there are some things to help couples start that dialogue.
Well, communication is key to a good relationship. And it's extremely important that if a woman is experiencing menopause-induced problems, she talk about this with her partner, and he talk about it with her, and that they listen to one another and solve the problems together.
Some very helpful insights. Dr. Allman, thanks so much for being here.
Thank you.
It was our pleasure. And if you'd like more information, you can go to our website at thebalancingAct.com/cope with menopause.